is literally the first time I am going live on my channel with a workout. If you've not tried my workouts before, well, there are a lot to try out, but you can definitely join on this one as well. And since you don't know me, I'm going to introduce myself a little bit just on first day, and then you can just check out my entire channel to see whatever you want. But like I said, my name is Aparna Chandran. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and I'm also a basketball player, which means that through these 4 weeks, I am going to be taking live sessions thrice a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. IST at this time. If you can't join the live, that's totally alright. You can even do the recorded session. But all the workouts are going to be a blend. It's like a hybrid style of training. Today, we are focusing on a lower body mobility and strength, but there will be workouts where we will be focusing on sport-specific conditioning, athletic conditioning, pure strength, pure core workouts, a lot of flexibility, a lot of mobility, HIIT as well, just so that you can improve your overall fitness. And I know the first question is going to be, can I lose fat? Can I lose weight doing these workouts? Well, yes, you can, depending on a lot of other factors, but that's not the main goal here. The main goal here is I want you to understand how your body responds to movement, learn the basics of movement, and then progress from there, because only then can it become sustainable for you. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to move without feeling any pain, without feeling any discomfort in your body. But that's a little bit of introduction of this 4 weeks of who I am. Literally going to be only on day one. I don't like to waste any time, so we're going to get into the workout. I also am not going to be playing any music today because I want you to listen to me. I'm going to be taking you through all the exercises step by step and making you understand what it helps with, what muscles you're going to feel, and why you're doing these exercises. Alright, so today is day one, lower body mobility and strength. And if you are thinking that, oh, mobility is going to be relaxing, think again. You might feel some sort of kind of like a discomfort when you're moving through certain movements. That only means that you can improve your range of motion. It does not mean that, you know, you're weak or anything like that. And especially, I do have to say this, if you do have injuries, please do consult your physician before doing any of these movements. Please get clearance, because this is not meant to be medical advice. These are just general strength training exercises, mobility exercises that can help you out to improve your performance. Alright, I'm not going to play any music today, but we are going to get started. Now, first thing is, as you notice, I am not wearing any footwear. The main reason being, when the workout does not involve any sort of HIIT, any sort of jumping movements, I prefer not to wear shoes, because one, if you're not wearing the right type of shoes and it has a lot of cushioning, it can hamper your mobility at the ankle. You might not be getting your full range of motion, which is why I like to work out barefooted. Second, I feel that grounding my toes, grounding my feet into the ground or the mat is much more helpful in terms of grip than the shoes itself. So it just helps me find my balance better, helps me perform better. But if you have the right kind of shoes, go for it, totally fine. But for mobility, I would recommend going barefooted, since we're not going to be jumping a lot. And this workout is not going to be very high intensity. Today's workout is beginner to intermediate, so it's not going to be very tough. It's also day one. I don't want to scare you away, but the intensity will slowly increase. Alright, so enough talking. We're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up before the workout in itself, and then I'm going to take you through the entire workout. Whew, Chennai is humid. Alright, starting down on the ground, guys. Now we're going to start with an all-fours position. Make sure that your wrist and shoulder are in one straight line. Make sure that your back is in a neutral position. So when I say that, I don't want your back arching here. I don't want your back rounded here. So we're going to find a neutral position. Curl your toes in. Grip the floor. From there, we're going to lift into a downward dog all the way, so that you'll feel a stretch in your calves as well as the back of your thighs, your hamstrings, and then back down. Alright, let's go. Inhale up. If you can't flatten your feet, it's okay. You can even stay up on your toes. Back down. Slowly work towards it. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. We're going to focus on slow and controlled movements today. So I don't want you to rush through this. Mobility and strength means we're going to be exploring the range of motion, see how we can move. At the same time, we're going to be building strength in our muscles. 5, no timer today. You're just going to be following on my count. 6, we're going to be repeating a lot of exercises so that you get used to it as well. 7, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. 8, just 2 more, 9, whew. And last one, staying there, just going to stay there. Try and flatten your feet if you can. As you warm up, it will get better. Slowly walk it out if you need to. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, guys. Lower your knees down. From there, we're just going to take our right leg back. We're going to work on the ankle a little bit. These will come in mobility as well, but we're going to be using different exercises for the workout. So, right toes on the ground, knees straight. Again, wrist and shoulder in the same line. Core is neutral. Tuck in your core, tuck in your pelvis. We're going to push back, keeping that knee straight so that you feel a stretch on that ankle, and then push forward to the tips of your toes. Push back, push forward to the tips of your toes. You should feel your ankle working here. 3, 4, 5, we just have 8, and then we switch to the other leg. 6, guys, this is not static stretching. 7, we're trying to warm up our muscles and activate them. And 8, good. Switching legs now, left leg goes back. Ground those toes there and push back. Inhale, keeping that knee straight. Exhale, forward. So when I say dynamic stretching, that means we're not staying in one place. We're making sure that our body is moving all the time, because we don't want our muscles to lock out by just stretching them. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome job. One last one we're going to work with is a donkey kicks, because I want you to get used to the form, because we have a similar exercise in the workout. So again, keeping the left foot flat. Now right toes are flexed. Again, make sure neutral back, not rounded. Here we're going to keep that core tight. Lift up this leg 90 degrees. Your glutes will work, and then back down without touching the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now try not to turn your body here. You're going to stay in that one same position. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep your core tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching to the other leg now. Left leg. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2. This is just your warm up, guys. 3. This is not your workout. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. If you need a sip of water, you can definitely take it. I have a cup of tea next to me, as you can see, just because I don't want to strain my voice. But now, list of equipment which are optional for you. I have a set of 2 kg dumbbells. Now dumbbells are completely optional, you don't need to use them. I also have a 8 kg dumbbell which I will be using, which again is completely optional. Now I do want you to have a stepper, a stool, or a chair. As much as possible, highly recommended. If you don't, I will still give you a modification, but that will really help with working on your mobility. Alright, let's get started. We're going to get started with that stool here. We're going to place the stool and we're going to stand up. Now, we are going to be working on our ankle, knee mobility and a lot of strength as well. I'm not going to show you with the dumbbell just yet. So right leg comes on top of the stool, left leg goes back, making sure that knee is straight. Now you see that this leg is 90 degrees. What we're going to work on is pushing this knee forward in a lunge position. So your foot is not lifting off here, it's still flat. So ankle we work here as well, and then we're going to come back up. Now if you feel that it's too tough with the stool, you can do it on the mat. Just make sure that your knee is going all the way forward beyond your toes and then back up. Alright, if you're advanced like me, you can use a dumbbell here. Alright, we're going to go with 8 reps only, guys. But I really want you to make sure that you get that form right, okay? So if you're using the dumbbell, placing the dumbbell on top here, we're going to set into position. Now push, inhale forward. Make sure you're really feeling it in that ankle, those knees, and then back up. Make sure that your back is straight, you're not leaning forward. Tighten that core in our toes when we are squatting or when we're doing any position, when we're doing any other exercise. But That is not practical in day-to-day life, because as we climb stairs, our knee is going to go over. So we need to practice this movement so that we get used to it, right? So 5. Good job. Again, use the modification if you need it. 6. We're going to be doing 2 rounds of each exercise. Whew. 7. We have 1 more. And last one. 8. Good job. 10 seconds, guys, and then we do the same leg again, because we also want to make sure that we're building that strength. Alright, in 5, take position. Again, you can do it without the weights, you can do it without the stool as well. In 3, in 2, in 1, let's go. Inhale forward, explore your range of motion. Again, if you can't go as much as I do, that's totally fine. Alright, just see how much ever you can do. 2, this is only day 1, you can progress after that. 3, good job. 4, your quads should be working as well, especially if you're using that dumbbell, because we are lunging. 5, good. Your back leg, you'll feel it on those hamstrings as well. 6, good job. The reason I want you to see all of this is so that you know you're doing the exercise right. 7, we have 1 more, last one. 8, whew. All right, we're switching legs, guys. This time the left leg is going to come up. This might be a little bit harder, but you got this, alright? So taking into position, now remember that your body is asymmetrical, so both sides might not be the same. Alright, this is going to be great for your hips, your ankles, like I told you, your knees, strengthening your knees as well. Ready? Let's go. Inhale forward. See, now you can see that my range of motion is much better on my left than my right, because it's also a little bit psychological for me. 2, 3, whew. 4, don't rush it, on my count. 5, smile through this, guys. I know it's hard, especially if you're using the weight. 6, I can feel it on my thighs. Whew. 7, make sure that you're keeping that foot flat. And last one, 8, good job. Take a breather. We have 1 last round before we move to the next exercise. Again, I don't want you to rush through this. It's not about just like getting through the workout as quick as possible. You want to make sure that you're doing the form right so that you don't get injured. Alright, option to do it without the stool. You know that. Let's go. Last round. 1, 2. The goal here is to push that knee beyond that toe. 3. So we're working on that ankle mobility as well as strengthening those knees. 4, and then our hips are working too. 5, good job. 6, inhale, keep that core tight. 7, just 1 more, guys, you got this, you're doing an amazing job. Last one. Good, and relax. Alright, you can drop that weight if you're using it. Move the stool if you're using it. Quick sip of water if you need it. We're going to come down onto that mat. Alright, we're still working on the hip, but we're going to work in a multi-planar fashion here. Now for so long we were working only in one plane, that is in this one plane. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our leg to the side. So we're going to either start in an all-fours position for beginners, or if you're more advanced, you're going to start in this position. Now we are going to take the leg to the outside of the right hand, so that it's pointing a little bit towards the outside. You have this hip opening movement. You push forward, and then at the same time, we're going to include some rotation for your core, because your core is also a little bit part of your lower body. Alright, now option of course to use weights here. Beginners, you're going to start with no weights. You're going to start in an all-fours position, and I'm going to show you how. So you take that right leg, place it next to the right hand, toes pointing sideways at an angle. You're going to push that hip forward, rotate, inhale up, straight up, exhale down, take that leg back, and we're going to work on that same side. Advanced, you're going to follow me. Ready? In 3, we still have only 8 reps. 2, step back into the plank if you're more advanced. 1, let's go. So you step that leg to the outside, push that forward, your knee does not touch the ground. Pick up that dumbbell if you're using it, rotate, back down, and back. We're going to stick to that same side. Let's go. 2, push that hip forward, rotate, down. Beginners, I'm going to do what I do for you. 3, forward with or without the weight, rotate, back down. 4, pick what you want to do, pick your variation, just see how your body is able to move today. 5, come on, 5, up here, rotate, keep that core tight, and back, just 3 more. 3, inhale up, exhale down, 2, good job. Just last one, remember you're in a neutral plank position, advanced, you know this. Last one, rotate, good, and back down. We're going to switch to the other side. I'm going to turn around, guys. Left leg now, we have no breaks. Ready in 3, in 2, beginners, you're with me. 1, let's go, advanced, you're in a plank position. So left leg comes forward, push that hip forward, rotate. Inhale up, exhale down, back. 1 more, 2. Good, continue. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep going. Advanced, I'm with you. 3. Make sure you're in a neutral plank position. Push that hip forward. Again, you're opening out those hips. You're working on that hip mobility, rotation of the core, a little bit upper body, even though it's a lower body workout. 5. Good. Again, this is going to stretch your groin area. 6. At the same time, you're building stability and balance as well. 2 more. 7. Good job. Last one. And 8. Good. Relax. Alright guys, we've got one more set of the same thing. Before we move on to the next exercise, you guys got this. Next exercise is going to be a little bit more of strength. So enjoy this while you can. Whew, sweat is just dripping off my face. You guys ready? Round 2. Beginners, you know what to do. Advanced, I'm with you. In 3, step back into that plank. 2, straighten those knees, squeeze those glutes. Remember, no this or this. Neutral plank position. 1, let's go. Step forward, toes are pointing outward. Push that hip forward. Rotate and down. 2, today's a slow moving workout. You can use a heavier weight if you want to. That's totally up to you. You can even not use a weight. That's totally up to you as well. Come on. We're only on exercise number 2. 4. Also, I might keep talking, guys. A lot. Just so that, you know, you are engaged through the workout. And we don't want to make it boring, do we? 6. Come on, this is the last time we're doing this. 7. Forward. Push that hip forward. Remember, you're working on that groin area as well. Last one. Rotate. Good. And switching sides. No breaks here. No breaks. Let's go. Left leg. Beginners with you. Let's go. Next to the left hand, push that hip forward. Rotate. Feel the stretch on these inner thighs. Sorry, around those hips, not the inner thighs, around those hips. And stretch it out. Rotate that core. Keep that core tight. Come on. 3. Advance. Your knee is off the floor. We want a little bit of a challenge. We don't want to make it too easy. 4. Good job. 5. Keep that core tight. Extend that back. So your back is also working here. 6. There's an extension of that lower back. 7. Which is also called your erector spinae because your core is responsible for extension. Last one. 8. Good. And relax. Again, quick sip of water, guys, because the next one's going to be a little hard. We're going to work on endurance. You're going to feel that burn a little bit in your legs. And I'm excited. Alright, small sips of water. You don't want to drink too much. You don't want your stomach to start hurting. Whew, I don't know if you can see the sweat on my mat yet. But definitely. Also, guys, if you do it with proper form, you're going to really feel it. Alright. Beginners, I want you to take support of a chair, of a wall, whatever you can. Especially if it's the first time you're doing this exercise. Advanced, you're going to grab weights. I'm using only 2 kgs. You can pick whatever you want, right? Now, we're going to keep this right leg forward. The left leg goes back, alright, goes far back. Also remember, you're not going to keep it close to the body, because if you're going to keep it so close on the lunge, if you're going to keep it so close on the lunge, you're going to lose balance. So always one step, shoulder width apart, and then back from there so that you have enough space to really keep that balance in your body, alright. So left leg goes back. We're going to sit down into that lunge, right? We're going to hold that lunge here. So now the opposite knee is not touching the floor. It's off. For advanced. For beginners, you can keep this on the floor if you want to, because we're going to be working on that ankle mobility here. So we're going to start with some calf raises so that we really work on that ankle as well as our calves. Alright, ready? In 3, in 2, in 1. Sit down in that lunge. Keep 3, we're working on our balance as well as our calf strength and ankle mobility. 4, beginners, again knees down. 5, so you're here. 6, we've got 10 reps this time. 7, 8, 9, all the way onto the hips. And 10, standing up, shake it off, we've got the other leg. Alright, because we're going slow guys, there's a lot of time under tension, right? Time under tension basically means we're keeping the muscles tensed for a longer period of time, which means our muscles are really working, right? We're exerting the same amount of force, but for a longer period of time. Right leg goes back, you go down, ready, let's go. Up and down. So you should feel your calf muscles working, you should feel your ankle working as well. Especially if you are a runner guys, this is very, very important, because we neglect our ankles so much and then focus only on our thighs and the glutes and the hamstrings that we forget. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, burning, 10, and stand up, shake it off. Quick little breather, 15 seconds. And then we get into round 2. Guys, ignore how I'm going to look at the end of the workout, because the humidity here in Chennai is crazy. I don't know where you're seeing this video from, but if you are in Chennai, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, ready? Round 2. Left leg goes back. In 3, in 2, in 1, sit down, let's go. I want you to focus on that form all the way to the tip and down. 2, option to drop the weights. Beginners, you're here. Remember, 3, your knees on the floor. You're still working on that, but keep that core tight. Back is straight. 5, 6, 7. Also, guys, I should warn you, I might lose count. 8. So you might end up doing extra, but never lesser. 9 and 10. Standing up. Shake it up. We're switching legs now. Last time. You guys got this. Come on. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Come on. You guys are doing a great job. Keep going. 1. Guys, it's not even cardio. 2. This is an easy workout today. 3. So you have no option of giving up. 4. Give up is not in your books. 5. We're going to get through this even if you use the modifications, right? Even if you're here, totally fine. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good job. Shake it off. Take a sip of water. We're going to focus on our inner thighs next. Little bit of lateral movement, little bit of strength as well. Whoo! Guys, I want you to make sure that throughout this workout, you're keeping that core tight. Alright, like I said, it's not a very tough workout, because on day 1, I want you to get used to moving your body through different ranges of motion and understanding what you're going to feel. Well, because I kid you not, day 3 or day after tomorrow, it's going to be a more intense workout, alright? So don't be like, this is too easy. You'll regret it. Alright, option to grab 2 weights or 1 or no weights at all, totally up to you. We're going to focus on our inner thighs and a little bit of lateral movement. So, both feet wide, both toes pointing outward, alright? Now, we're going to focus on lateral lunges. So, I want you to remember that even in this, when you're sitting back, you're pushing that hip back. This hip hinge is what we want first. You're not going to push this forward. Even though we practice knees over toes, we don't want to apply pressure here. We want to make sure that we're focusing on our glutes as well as our inner thighs, alright? So you're here, option to hold the dumbbells. You're going to sit back, don't want to see this all the way. Sit back, try and keep your core as straight as possible and then up, alright? Only one side first, you'll feel it on the inner thigh of the opposite leg if we're lunging on the right. Ready? Let's go. Lunge down, so you should feel a pull on the inner thigh of the opposite leg and up. 2, you can go as heavy as you want to make it more of a challenge. 3, we'll also focus on a little bit of endurance. 4, whew, good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Hold it down there. We're just going to hold for 10. 9. Push those hips back. Sit down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Standing up. Switching sides. No breaks. Let's go. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2. Good job. 3. Whew. 4. Really focus. Really focus. The glute of the lunging leg is working. The inner thigh of the opposite leg is working. 6. Alright, keep your feet firmly on the ground. 7. Pushing back those hips. 8. Good job. 9. Last one, you're going to hold down there. And hold. Little bit of endurance and stability. 10. 9. Try and keep your back straight, not all the way down. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, don't hit me guys, we have no break, we're going back to side number 1. Let's go. Ooh, mat is slipping now. Ready, go. 1, this is your last standing exercise, come on. 2, then we go down onto the mat. 3, 4, I don't want to slip and fall now. 5, 6, I think I'm gonna have to buy 5 new mats. 7, you guys got this, you're doing an amazing job. 8, just 2 more, don't give up. 9, last one and hold for 10. 9, 8, opposite ankles working as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up and to the other side. Last time guys, 10. Come on. 9, I'm right here with you. All the way. 8. We are not giving up. 7. We're going to see this through. 6. 5. You can slow it down. You can do lesser reps. That's fine. Get in 5 reps. It's okay. But you're not giving up midway. 2. Last one we're going to hold and hold it there for last 10. 9. You get a break after this. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 and relax. Quick sip of water and then we come down onto the mat. Whoo! Guys, I do not want to switch on the fan because there's going to be a lot of noise. So I'm going to have to deal with this. So please, maybe if it looks a little gross, apologies in advance. Alright, now we're going to work on the hips, on the glutes, core. Alright, we're going to start with hip drivers. Now, advanced, you do have an option of keeping the dumbbell here and holding it tight. Beginners, this is not for you. Alright, but this is the exercise we're going to work on. Right, now I want you to make sure your hands firmly planted on the mat, elbows are straight, wrist is directly below your shoulder. Remember, spine neutral. Like we practice in warm-up, spine is neutral. So not too rounded, not too arched, neutral position. We're going to plant the toes of the left leg down firmly. Right leg we're going to lift up, flex those toes, but not only up, we're going to get it to the side hip level and then down. Now when this happens, I don't want you shifting your weight. That's not going to happen. We're working on those hips. The whole point is you can explore your range of motion on those hips. So we're going to lift up, side without shifting our weight, down, the knee does not touch the floor. Alright, just 8 reps. Really want you to get it 90-degree angle, focus on the 90 degrees and then back down. Option advanced to hold a dumbbell here. Ready? In 3, in 2, in 1, keep that core tight. Let's go. up, to the side, and then down. So you should feel it on the outer glutes as well, your abductors. 2, down. So we're working on the glutes here, exploring that range of motion on the hip. 3, very important for hip activation if you play sports or just in general itself. 4, for sitting down and getting up. 5, if you're using the dumbbell, be careful. 6, maintain that 90-degree angle. 7, good, last 1, good job, staying there. 10 seconds, we stick to that same leg. One more time before we switch. Because this exercise is not so hard. If you keep switching legs, you're not really going to feel it. In 3, in 2, same thing, repeat, let's go. Up, to the side, and down. 2, side, down. Come on guys, keep that core tight. 3, I feel like I'm going to drop that dumbbell. 4, again, hip all the way up to 90 degrees. It's okay if you can't get it as much as you can, but then you know there's room for improvement. 7, last 1, and 8. Good job guys, we're switching legs now. I'm going to turn around so that you can see me. You can just stay there. All right, in 3, in 2, in 1, let's go. Right leg is planted now, left foot is flexed. Gonna lift up, to the side and down. If your muscles are also tight, you might feel like you're not able to extend to that full range of motion. So take it slowly, then you will know what you need to focus on in terms of recovery and in terms of strengthening your other muscles as well. 5, it's very important to have an overall lower body strength guys. 6, so don't neglect any of your muscles. 7, last 1, and 8. Whew. Alright, one last time. And then guys, you'll be happy to know we have only 2 more exercises, okay? Ready? In 3, in 2, in 1, let's go. Up, to the side, down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5, again 6, you don't need to match my speed. Take it easy, take it slow. 7, form is more important. Last 1, 8, good job. Dropping that dumbbell. Now the next exercise, everybody would have done it in their day-to-day life, but we just forget. We're going to do a deep squat, okay? But I want you to remember, if you can't go into a full deep squat like this, it's totally alright. Alright, we're going to explore range of motion. So I want you to have a chair or a wall next to you. Now, feet, of course, shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointing 45 degrees. Alright? Now, few things I want you to make sure. If this is your range of motion, it's fine. Alright, you can stay here, you can stop here because we're going to hold it, okay? That's your range of motion, it's fine. If you can go down, but your legs are lifting off the mat, it is fine. Something is better than nothing. Alright, if you are lifting your heels off the mat, it's fine, use that. Slowly as you progress, you will be able to keep flat feet. So again, go down as much as you can. Hold on to support if you need it. This is not to say that you have to be perfect. We are just building strength. So we progress. It's only day 1. Alright? So we're going to sit down in that deep squat for about 30 seconds and then we're done. Alright? So take position. Now remember, if you're sitting all the way down, try not to do this and really round your back because then you're really not working anything. Your back's going to get hurt. So I want you to keep it. If you want, lift it a little higher. Keep that back straight. Alright, in 3, in 2, in 1, slowly lower down. Good. Find your range of motion, get comfortable with it and just stay there. If your legs are lifting off like this, totally fine. It's okay. If you're here as well, legs are off, totally fine, it's okay. See what you can do because this is a great exercise for your knees, for your ankles, for your hips, for your core, right? So it's literally a full body strengthening movement, guys. So you can stay here, slowly rock side to side to test your ankle mobility as well. See what works for you. If you're up here, that's fine. I'm talking to you so that you don't realize that the time's going by. We have 15 seconds left. Steady, stay there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whoo. Alright, slowly coming down, guys. Last one. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna work on those glutes. Alright, just plain old glute bridges, nothing else. Option to use a dumbbell here if you want. Otherwise, no dumbbell, alright? But we're gonna really focus on squeezing those glutes. Very simple exercise, nothing tough about it at all. In 3, in 2, in 1, let's go slow lifts. You're gonna lift it up. Remember, you're lifting it up only till your navel, your knees, your hips and your chest is in one straight diagonal. Don't wanna see this, just till here. And then slowly tap down to the ground, no resting. And then up again, 2. And down. Your legs should be burning a little bit now. 3, 4. You might have felt discomfort in some moments. Don't be disappointed. It's fine. It's normal. Even I felt it. 6, 7. We're going to finish off with some endurance, guys. A little bit of glute burn. 8. If you worked out with me before, you know what's coming. 9. Good. Last one. We're going to hold on top and just hold for 10. Keep that core tight. 9, 8, 7. Since you've already worked on those glutes, it might be a little harder. 4, 3, 2. We're going to start with small pulses. So pulse halfway and up. 2, 3, 4. You know, this is the first time I'm working out without music. 5. It's really weird. 6, 7. But that doesn't mean I can sing for you guys. 8, 9, 10. We're back to those glute bridges all the way down. Last 10. Come on. 9. Whew. Squeeze those glutes. 8. You should be feeling it on your butt, especially just below your butt. 7, 6. Get your feet as close to your body as possible. 5. We have last 4, guys. Do not give up. You guys have done an amazing job. 3. You're almost at the end. You can't give up now. 2. And last 1. And hold for luck for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower down. Hug your knees to your chest. Slowly rock side to side. You guys are done. You can take a sip of water. You can be proud. You can just lie down on the mat if you need to. We're just going to stretch it out a little bit. And you guys are done. And I will also talk to you a little bit about the workout towards the end. Feel free to stick on and listen to it. And if not, you can always listen to it later. Whew, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this workout. Take a sip of water. Ignore my hair, guys. Ignore my hair. Ignore my face. It's all sweaty. It's all like, I feel icky. And obviously, shower after this. Alright, we're just gonna stay here, guys. Both legs come forward, keep those legs forward and slowly reach forward. If you can hold your toes, hold your toes. If you can hold your ankles, ankles, shin is fine too. I want you to make sure that your knees are straight because you're gonna feel that stretch on your calves and your hamstrings because we really worked them today. I'm so proud of you guys. You got through this. Like I said, it was not a very tough workout. I would rate it about a 5 or a 6 out of my usual intensity. But we explored a different kind of movement. Stay tuned for the next workouts though. They're going to be intense. Like intense is the word. And you don't always have to do intense workouts just to feel the burn, right? Fitness is not just about doing HIIT all the time. Slowly relax. Both legs going to go out wide now. We're going to work on stretching out those inner thighs. Again, keeping those knees straight, bend forward as much as you can. and hold. This is a longer workout than usual, guys, but only because I'm explaining each and every moment to you, and that's the only way you're gonna understand and progress and have a sustainable fitness routine. Slowly coming up, we're gonna stretch out those glutes. So left leg goes straight. You're gonna lift that right leg, cross it over, but it doesn't touch the floor, and you're just gonna hug it to your chest. So you're gonna feel a stretch in this glute region. If you're super flexible, you might not. I don't feel too much on this because I am a little bit more flexible than this, but this is still a great stretch for your glutes. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Switching sides. 4, 15. Like I told you guys, mobility is not really stretching. It's not really a relaxing workout, but it is great because it helps prevent injuries. It helps you have a great range of motion. It helps you with your movement in day-to-day life. In 3, in 2, in 1. Good job. Relax. You're lying down on the mat. Just hugging those knees to the chest. Slowly rocking side to side. Good. From there, we're coming into happy baby pose. So both legs come up. Widen the feet. Try and hold the inside arches of your feet. Again, widen it. I'm going to turn around like this so you can see me. Both legs come up. Widen the feet. Hold it here. Pull it in. Bend those knees. Pull the knees towards the chest. You'll feel a stretch in your groin area. Just hold it there. So now you notice that we're holding these stretches statically because we're not going to be working out after this. If we did this at the starting of the workout, we wouldn't have been able to perform very well in every exercise because our muscles would have been elongated and stretched out, which means it can't produce a lot of force, a lot of power. So we don't stretch before a workout. A little bit of tidbit for you. Slowly relax and you guys are done. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this workout today. Do let me know in the comments below. Even if you're doing like the recorded session, I would love to hear from you. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you did the workout, and subscribe to my channel if you just found it and you've not subscribed yet, because guys, it really helps me reach a lot more people, and I do want to reach a lot more people so that we can help everybody out. But let me know whatever questions you have. Of course, for tomorrow, I will be putting out a workout. Tomorrow is LISS. Now, LISS means low intensity steady state cardio. Since we've done a higher sort of strength training session today, tomorrow is going to be low intensity cardio, which means you can jog or run at a steady pace, not interval running, not high intensity, or you can even walk or do swimming, whatever takes your fancy. Just a little bit of cardio, nothing else, alright? Because Wednesday is going to be an intense workout. It's going to be sports specific conditioning, a little bit of athletic conditioning, HIIT workout. It's going to be shorter, but it's going to be much more intense than this one, alright? So we'll pick up the intensity, we'll pick up the pace. But for today, like I said, mobility. I want you to make sure that you are really understanding which muscles you're working, why you're working them. Especially if you're into sports, do not neglect mobility training. And even for day-to-day life, it's great. Because like I said, the knees over the toes movement that we did, generally when we just climb stairs, our knees are going to go over your toes. So in general daily life, you are not going to be able to avoid these movements. But it is better that we train these movement patterns so that our body gets used to it and we avoid injuries. So this is going to help you prevent injuries. This is going to help you move better in everyday life. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to do that just in case you want to play with your kids, if you want to travel, if you want to do anything, you need that sort of movement. You need the freedom to move. Alright, so that is it for today's workout. And guys, I know I also said a little bit of mindset. So I'm going to leave with this little kind of like a motivational, non-motivational quote, but just a little mindset thing. I know everybody talks about just do what you can, just get started with it, which is all true. And I don't believe that you can just do something aimlessly. You need to have some sort of goal in mind, which is why I never say that I exercise or any of my members exercise. We all train because we have a specific goal in mind. We know where we want to progress towards. And if you're going to be doing random things here and there, it's not going to work. So I want you to train with a specific goal in mind, with a proper structure. If you don't know how, of course, I'm giving you a proper structure, or you can use any other like you can get help from any other professional, but just make sure you're doing it in a proper manner, because it's better to do it properly than just to do it randomly, not see results and then give up. So get started, but make sure you have a goal in place. It's going to be hard, but nothing good is ever easy. All right, so that's my quote for you today. Nothing good is ever easy. But I really hope you enjoyed this workout, and let me know. Please do subscribe to my channel. Please do smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you in the next workout. But for now, signing off. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.